So let me drop another video. So my last video was the ancestry DNA results. So if you ain't watched that video, go check that one out right now. Go ahead and watch that. But for this one, 23andMe, I'm gonna be showing y'all the percentages and historical matches and the regions, kind of like how ancestry got journeys. It got or communities, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it got that on 23andMe Premium, so you actually got to pay for that. But yeah, I actually did 23andMe first before I did Ancestry. I did 23andMe in May 15th, 2023. I got my results back on June 1st. So yeah, I ain't gonna make the intro too long though. I'm gonna just go ahead and jump straight into it.
All right, so as y'all see, I'm 87% African, sub-Saharan African, 67.6% of that's from West Africa. Now, just jump into this Nigerian DNA. Let's see, 26%. That's the same amount I had, but on Ancestry before the update, and then it updated to 24%. Yeah, I had 24% on from after Ancestry updated, but it was still my highest percentage. See how it connected me to the Igbo people, genetic groups, Igbo people, very close. Let's see, you are connected through shared ancestors to people from southeastern Nigeria, many of whom identify as Igbo. This means some of your ancestors may have lived in this area and you may have relatives who still live here today. Common reported ethnicities or languages spoken within this genetic group: Igbo, Gokana, Hausa, Ibibio, Itsekiri, I don't know if I said that right, in the Kalabari, yeah, Kalabari. Country matches Oyo State. Now, I haven't found any cousins from Oyo State yet that I talked to, but I have found a cousin on my grandpa match. She was from Ibadan. I don't know if I said that right. It's right below Oyo State, though. Obviously, you see it right there. But, yeah, she was like about like a 6th or 7th grade grandparent. So, yeah, let me go back, though, show all the rest. Ghanaian, Liberian, and Sierra Leonean, 22.8%. Senegambian and Guinean, 5.9%. Broadly West African, 12.8%. Congolese. Okay, now this is the part where it's Central Africa and East African and not West African DNA no more. So I have 19.1% Congolese and East African DNA in total. So yeah, 19.1%. So 17.5% of that came from Angola and Congolese, and then 0.4% from Southeast Africa, Barley, Congolese, and Southern East African, 1.2%, and then Barley Sub-Saharan African, 0.3%. Now here come the European side, 10.3% European. I got 8.3% Northwest European, 5.3% British and Irish from Greater London, the UK. Yeah, I got some UK in it. All right, let's stop playing. But I actually had a 5th grade grandpa. He was white on my daddy's side. For like one of my 5th grade grandpas is white. Yep, from my 4th grade grandma, she had a white daddy. Okay, and the 1.8% Scandinavian, broadly Northwestern European, 1.2%, and then 1.7% Ashkenazi Jewish. That's from your famous slave owners in South Carolina, you know. Then 0.3% Southern European, 0.3% Spanish and Portuguese. Now, this is what didn't show up on my ancestry DNA test. The 1.1% Indigenous American. My dad and grandpa have 1% Indigenous American on their ancestry DNA test. On my dad paternal side and on my paternal grandpa maternal side. So yeah. and then the Bengali and Northeast Indian. So you see how like a lot of it though just was kind of the same, except for if like the consistency of it, like it showed the North Indian on ancestry, now it's showing the North Indian on here, like Bengali, it said 1% on ancestry though, but on here it's saying 0.5%. But yeah, you get what I'm saying. And this is the communities on here that I have: Architects, Creoles. Let me show you. That's a lot to read, so I ain't about to go through all that, just reading all that. But yeah, now let me show you this: Georgia Coastal Plain, African Americans. I know my third great grandpa on my direct paternal lineage, he was from Georgia. He had moved to Louisiana though. He had my second great grandpa out there. But I know my third great grandpa, his parents was from Georgia too. It said on his census, but I just don't know exactly where at in Georgia though, I don't even know their names yet. Hardeman County African Americans. One of my fourth great grandmas, she was from Tennessee. She was brought to San Augustine, Texas by a slave owner. You feel me? So his name was something Garrett. But yeah, she had the slave owner last name and all that. She was brought to Texas from all the way from Tennessee. North Carolina, Northern Piedmont African Americans. Now this shows up on my mama ancestry communities. Yeah. So I already know where this coming from, because a lot of my mama's side was brought from North Carolina to Texas. You feel me? Like, but from a slave owner named John B. Hawkins, Hawkins, brought all his slaves to Texas, like to Matagorda County in that region, I think. But yeah, it's not too far from Brazoria, Delmarva Peninsula, African Americans. Yeah. Virginia Tidewater African Americans. Okay, now let's go back. I'm finna go to the haplogroups now. Paternal haplogroup. Okay. Come on now, load up. EP252. Now, I found out this is not really as accurate as it's supposed to be, but it's almost accurate enough. My real haplogroup, you should use family tree DNA if you want to find out your real haplogroup of your paternal lineage or maternal lineage. Well, maternal lineage, I highly recommend African ancestry, but my real haplogroup was ECTS7305. The paternal line that was branched off from the ancestor EU174 from 4,774 years ago. A maternal haplogroup, L3B1A. It was actually L3D, which I found out through African ancestry maternal tests. So yeah. Alright, so as you see, Nigerian is my highest percentage. Again, it's a reference. I'm gonna use that, but it say the Igbo people. This is a cousin that I found on here that's Igbo on 23andMe. 100% Nigerian, as you can see. She's 100%. Had to block out the last name for privacy reasons, obviously. Genetic relationship, we related by a seventh great grandparent if we eighth cousin. So that's an ancestor way in the 1700s. And yeah, she basically told me she Igbo too. So I'm Nigerian and my ethnic group is Igbo, pronounced Igbo and not Igbo. I used to say Igbo. I just want to show the accuracy of how accurate 23andMe really is when it say how the genetic relationship with Igbo people for me was very closely. How Nigeria is my highest percentage, and I always tend to find Nigeria from Nigerian distant cousins. So yeah, the DNA, man, it's real, man. Very real, bro. Okafor. On Ancestry, I find Igbo cousins the most. Yeah, so this a Fulani cousin that I found on Ancestry first, actually, then on 23andMe after I paid for the premium. When you pay for the premium, like it show you more of your matches, more distant matches at that. But yeah, his results show is on 23andMe it say 81.7% sub-Saharan African. Then he got 79.5% Senegambian and Guinean. Yeah, so 5.9%. I guess that's where my 5.9% come from. But I'm pretty sure it's other ethnic groups that contributed to that 5.9%. Like I found a Wolof cousin on my dad DNA matches. But that's for some other time. I'll show y'all that some other time. But he's from Bentigno, Mamu, Guinea. I don't know if I said that right, but yeah, he from Guinea. 7th cousin, twice removed. So we related by a 6th great grandparent on my dad paternal side. Yeah, my dad paternal side. His ancestry results show he's 94% African, 88% of it Senegal, 6% Mali. Yeah. Then, yeah, 5th through 8th cousin, paternal side. I always cross out their names because I don't know if they are comfortable with me putting out their last name and stuff like that. But, yeah, this is me and him just chopping it up on Ancestry. We had a nice conversation, man. Then I got my dad to log on to his account so I could see which side Ibrahim is related to him by. So he related to my dad and maternal side, man. Yeah, my dad maternal side. As far as my dad maternal side, going as far back as like my 3rd great grandparents in the 1820s, they was mainly from Alabama and North Carolina. So if me and Ibrahim are related by a 6th great grandparent, and my 3rd great grandparents is in the 1820s, I just know, you feel me, that 6th great grandparent, that's probably like in the late 1700s, like 1770 something or 1780, probably. So, but yeah, I know a lot of Fulanis were sent to North Carolina though, in South Carolina, so during the slave trade. But I have a lot of Africans tell me that I look like a Fulani person. It's this girl I know, she Fulani. She told me that I look Fulani. And it's this Ghanaian dude. He had told me, like, I know you're not African, but if I was to assume you was African, like, I would assume you Fulani and that you're a Fulani from Mali. Oh yeah, this is another feature of 23andMe Premium that you got to pay for. But I got 3 historical matches. So I got Maya sacrifice victim up in Mexico. Yeah, that's crazy, bro. It's very distant relationship. Very distantly related. We share 4.19 centimorgans of DNA. Then the Vikings. That don't really surprise me though, because I already know we got the white ancestors. So and I was more likely expecting something like this. You feel me? Something that's connected to my people. You feel me? But yeah, you never know though. You feel me? I might be related to him. I probably just, you feel me, the genetic relationship is probably more further. Now, I could get my grandpa to do 23andMe because he haven't did 23andMe. See if he match up with this or something. He did ancestry and African ancestry maternal test. So, now, after I showed the Central and South Asian, I forgot to scroll down to the trace ancestry part. 0 Yeah, 0.6% is trace ancestry. So 0.2% broadly East Asian, 0.2% broadly Northern and West Asian, 0.1% Iranian, Caucasian, and Mesopotamian, and then 0.1% North African. Yeah, so the 0.1% North African, I'm pretty sure that's probably from the Fulani ancestry.
All right, y'all, I guess that's the end of the video. I done covered everything I could. Yeah, I'll go ahead, like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll keep y'all tuned with some more, bro. Go ahead and run my numbers up, bro. Don't be being stingy with the, you know what I'm saying? Go ahead and run my numbers up for me, man. You feel me? But yeah, I still got a whole lot more in the chamber. So don't worry. I'm going to keep y'all tuned with some more videos for sure, man.